Top 3 most dangerous cars in real life. Some cars weren't just disappointments, they were real death traps. From explosive gas tanks to disastrous designs, these cars have caused serious injuries, lawsuits, and even deaths. Car manufacturers hoped you'd forget about them, but we're bringing the truth back to light. Support the channel by subscribing and liking. Your support helps us move forward and make more reviews and cool stories. Don't forget to hit the bell, and I won't keep you. Let's start watching. Number 3, 1967, Plymouth Barracuda. Some cars aren't just disappointments, they're death traps. And while muscle car lovers might praise the 1967 Plymouth Barracuda for its aggressive style and V8 options, there's a darker side to this fastback classic. The '67 Barracuda marked the first year of its second generation, featuring sleeker lines and more powerful engines. But under that new skin were some serious safety oversights. Back in the '60s, crash testing wasn't standardized, and safety regulations were still catching up with performance. The Barracuda came with no headrests, minimal side impact protection, and a steering column that could impale the driver in a serious crash. A brutal reality of many cars from this era. Even worse, its fuel system design raised serious concerns. A rear-end collision could easily rupture the gas tank or fuel lines, turning the car into a rolling fire hazard. And without crumple zones or reinforced passenger cages, the Barracuda's bodywork offered little protection in a collision. As lawsuits piled up in the 1970s over similar design flaws in other Chrysler vehicles, the Barracuda quietly disappeared from safety conversations. But make no mistake, it was a part of the problem. Automakers hoped you'd forget about this chapter in car history. But we're here to bring the truth back to light. Number 2, 1954, Ford Custom Line. Some cars didn't just roll off the assembly line, they rolled out as accidents waiting to happen. Take the 1954 Ford Custom Line. At first glance, it looked like a solid family sedan, sleek, chrome-trimmed, and powered by Ford's first overhead valve V8. But behind the wheel, safety took a back seat. Literally. This was an era before seat belts were standard. In fact, they were offered as an option, and most buyers didn't even bother. Crumple zones? Forget it. The Custom Line was built like a tank, meaning all the crash energy went straight into the cabin and into you. The steering column was a fixed spear pointed at the driver's chest. In a front-end collision, it could, and did, cause fatal injuries. Even worse, the dashboard was made of rock-hard steel with sharp edges. No airbags, no padded surfaces, no mercy. Its brakes were another issue. The Custom Line still used drum brakes all around, which faded quickly under stress. Imagine barreling down a hill in a 3,300-pound car and realizing your brakes don't want to cooperate. Worst of all, Ford advertised it as the safest car in its class. But in reality, the 1954 Custom Line was a stylish time bomb. A car that looked good in the driveway, but could become a death trap on the road. They hoped you'd remember the chrome and curves, not the chaos that followed. Number 1, 1966 Pontiac Bonavville. It was big, it was bold, and it was dangerously built. The 1966 Pontiac Bonavville wasn't just a land yacht. It was a 4,300-pound missile with styling that distracted from some serious safety flaws. Under the hood, it packed plenty of power, up to 421 cubic inches of V8 muscle. But with great power came terrible control. The Bonavville was notoriously nose-heavy, and paired with vague, over-assisted steering and soft suspension, it handled like a drunk elephant. Emergency maneuvers? Good luck. This car didn't swerve. It floated, and not in a good way. And when it came to stopping, the '66 Bonavville still relied on four-wheel drum brakes, a terrifying choice for a vehicle this massive. Brake fade under stress was common, and stopping distances were dangerously long. Safety? Barely an afterthought. Lap belts were the best you got, and even they were optional for rear passengers. No airbags, no crumple zones, and a steel dash that turned collisions into blunt force trauma. That long steering column? A fatal spear in head-on crashes. One of the most alarming flaws? The sheer size of the car gave drivers a false sense of security. But size didn't equal safety. It just meant more weight slamming into whatever or whoever was in your path. The Bonavville was a beast in every sense, including the danger it posed. It's a reminder that luxury and power don't always mean protection. Sometimes they mean you're just going faster toward disaster.